David Pye trial started with a bang.
The man who allegedly masterminded the assassination of Nick Martin fronted court at 10 a.m. on Wednesday, and I'm not joking, there were more security forces around him than in the whole of Gaza. TRG in military khaki, gang crime cops bigger than John Cena, and a police helicopter circling overhead coordinating the whole operation like a scene from Black Hawk Down.
All units, Irene.
Security didn't stop at the steps of the courthouse
No.
either.
Once you're inside, they put Pye behind special glass panelling so he was separated from the public gallery, like he was friggin' Hannibal Lecter.
David Pye is a man with a lot of enemies.
Oh, he joins the rebels and allegedly ends up wanting to kill Nick Martin, who was the boss of the club at the time, then defects to the Comancheros and allegedly ends up wanting to kill Ray Chili, who was the boss of that club at the time. I mean, Employee of the Month this guy ain't. And on top of that, he's accused of plotting the murder of a woman who was going to testify against him in a separate trial.
A full dance card.
Pye's not accused of doing any harm himself. The cops say he outsourced the wet work, as it's known in the trade, to this bloke. We can't show you the assassin's face, not because he's a dentist.
Morning, Rob.
But because his identity is suppressed for his own safety. The Supreme Court was told that Pye sometimes referred to this gun for hire as McGavin.
As in?
Shooter McGavin.
McGavin is the star prosecution witness and will take the stand as early as Thursday, I assume via video link from prison where he is serving 20 years for the murder of Big Nick at the Perth Motorplex in December 2020.
Pye's got a long month ahead of him.
I was wondering why this matter was scheduled for a full 4 weeks in court. That's a long time for a criminal trial. But after listening to the opening argument by prosecutor Justin Wally, I get it. There's hours and hours of surveillance recordings to go through. They had a bug in Pye's house 4 weeks after Martin was iced. They knew which octave this guy was farting in.
That's it, you're under arrest.
Not just audio bugs.
No, they had motion-activated cameras outside his house. This is an up-late public service announcement. If you are a member of the Australian underworld who had beers with Dave Pye at his house in January or February 2020, you better call Saul. Every minute of those recordings is going to be examined. There are a mountain of messages McGavin sent to Pye on the Wired app, bank transcripts that show how McGavin spent the money Pye allegedly gave him to carry out the hits. The prosecution's going to call the AFP to talk about Ray Chili's movements in Southeast Asia. They're going to question the undercover cops who followed McGavin to and from Pye's house and watched him bury money at Lake Coolingcup in Perth South.
Bad time to be a court reporter.
Yeah, but a great time to be a lawyer charging in 6-minute blocks. Pye's very high-profile counsel, Paul Holmes, who disappointingly was not wearing the trench coat he stole from Joseph Goebbels when he appeared in court today, is not actually in the first chair. Pye's senior counsel is David Hallows SC. And David pretty much told the court on the opening day of the trial that we should all brace ourselves to hear about all sorts of deep criminal shit. I'm Ben Harvey.